Turn it up. You're listening to the Country Music Rocks podcast with Danny and Julia. Your all-access pass to all your favorite artists, untold stories, and the real behind-the-scenes of country music.
Ooh, the storks are circling in Nashville.
I know. I was so excited to hear Thomas Rhett's news.
Man, it's like the bird lands, picks up another baby, makes another delivery, makes another delivery. It's crazy.
I know. Well, and so there was more babies than just Thomas's, but I was just really super excited for Thomas.
Yeah, this last week was the big news. The week before that was Luke Combs had their baby boy delivered. And then Thomas Rhett had his first baby boy.
I know.
I loved all the messages from friends.
Yeah.
Russell Dickerson, Tyler Hubbard, Jason Aldean. Like the list just goes on.
Everybody's like, so excited for him.
You got your boy. You always wanted. So cool.
And Lauren's post that she posted that he helped deliver, and she said she had wrote that he tearfully announced it was I can only imagine what that moment was like for him, for both of them. But for when he tearfully announced that it's a boy, I can just picture it was just so magical for them.
It is a magical moment. I remember, not to throw it on us and take it away from them, but Kim and I waited when Tanner was born. We did not want to know.
So you didn't find out either?
No.
Okay.
We waited till that moment. And we had made a deal that if it was a boy, we were done. We'd have 2 boys and a girl. If it was a girl, we would keep going. And we got Tanner. And so it was amazing. So I know that feeling that he was going through when you see, you're like, oh my gosh, my dream has come true. I finally got my baby boy.
Yeah.
And I love his name. Brave Elijah Akins.
So cool. I love it. I love it as well.
He's going to have to be brave to live in a house with 4 sisters.
Oh my gosh. Right? Yeah. But at least Thomas, he just finally has his boy.
Yeah. It was such great news to kick off the weekend. And it was awesome. And I loved all those photos. And if you're a parent, then you know those feelings and how magical they are. Even if you're not, just to see the joy in someone's face.
Exactly. Like I felt like, it was somebody I knew. I mean, obviously we've met him and stuff, but it was just like, I was tearful when I saw that. I was just genuinely excited for him.
Everybody, it's so cool to see everybody. It's like the whole world embraced this baby boy.
Truly, yes.
And the love for those two together. We've talked about this on past podcasts with the loves of country music, and they were like the top 2, right?
Yes.
It was Tim and Faith and Lauren and Thomas.
100%, yeah.
So it was just such a great moment to see that and see the joy. And I was following along as much as I could on Instagram, but then I saw Country had posted all the photos, and they had somebody come in, and I was just like, man, those moments, you live for those moments.
I love
was so cool.
Yeah. That was really exciting.
It was awesome. Crazy story over the weekend though, that I just found out that our buddy Jelly Roll, like the show must go on no matter what.
And you don't even know.
No.
I know.
No one knew until this morning.
Until today.
Yeah, that he had crashed his side-by-side, flipped it, rolled it, and broke his collarbone.
Yes. I can't even imagine.
That was in January.
Yeah. And he was at the Grammys. He had wrote something about how he was hugging all these people and literally in so much pain, but just went right through it and kept going.
Yeah, it was a scary day for Bunny, she said. It was like the worst day of her life, seeing her husband in the hospital with broken bones, not knowing. And I think what was interesting, and I know the pain again, same thing. When people come up and they don't know, and they're like, buddy, congratulations, 3 Grammys, and they're just pounding on him.
Or those hugs they were just like constantly slapping you on the back. And I can imagine.
Right. And he hit it. He hit it well.
He did. I mean, he had tears of joy, but apparently there was some tears of pain in there as well.
So I can't wait to talk to him because now we have something in common.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. No, that was crazy. Well, it's funny because we have a side-by-side as well, similar to his.
Right.
I'm just like, oh my gosh, now I'm like, do I want to go back in the side-by-side?
Yeah, well, I don't know if
I have a feeling he was going a lot faster than maybe
I'm sure he was, and I've ridden with your husband, so I know what kind of a driver he is. Like, I trust John.
Yes.
As opposed to somebody just getting into it and flooring it for the first time.
Right.
Like, I don't know what this thing does. And then all of a sudden, boom, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
So I think it just takes practice makes perfect. But the good news is it's been repaired.
Yes.
It's all brand new. His brother fixed it for him. So he's back in it. He announced already that he's going to get in it and go drive. drive slowly this time.
Yeah, you got to get back in that saddle.
Yeah, it's like getting on a horse. You fall off, you got to get back on it.
Exactly.
And I love the fact that the show, like I said, never stopped.
Yeah.
He got the Grammys. He's announced his little last tour is coming.
Yep.
So he's nonstop. Good for him.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
He's got and he's on Post Malone's tour, so he's got a lot. He's on the little ass tour, the big ass tour.
I know.
He's got a lot going on. So good thing he's all healed up.
100%. Another big collab this weekend that we saw, teaming together, Mr. Bailey Zimmerman.
Yes,
right?
with American Eagle.
That was very cool.
I think that's very cool. They announced a few weeks ago that they teamed up with Ella Langley.
Yes.
So they have her line, and now Bailey's got a line with American Eagle. And I mean, I don't know about you, but I've already built my cart with all kinds of things from Ella's collection. So you need to check out Bailey's because he's got some really cool stuff.
I want to. And I look at him as a superstar of country music. Like he's the next thing. The kids are loving Bailey Zimmerman. It's like Morgan Wallen.
The energy.
Right. Yeah. It's crazy. I have a few radio friends that were around the country and they were going to the malls and they were taking pictures of the big pictures of Ella in the windows and say, I ran into Ella Langley.
There you go.
So I'm sure the girls now, hopefully American Eagle, you're posting those big photos of Bailey in there.
I'm sure.
And I'm not going to admit, he's a good looking dude and the photo shots are awesome.
They're so cool. Yeah. And they were saying how it's actually his style. Like he's wearing these things and because like we see him like super energetic and stuff like that on stage, but he's such a relaxed dude.
Yep.
So I think that to have his vibe totally fit that with them, I think it's great. It's a great combination.
I can't remember all the photos. I think there was like 6 that I saw and I was like, all right, I'm going to rock those jeans. Yeah. I want those. I want that shirt. Yeah. I can rock that. No problem. Yep. Summer's coming.
Yeah,
have some summer concerts.
They're also doing a collab, an exclusive line with Stagecoach. So, which is actually really cool. It's going to be launching at the end of this month, I think on March 25th, online, and I believe in retail stores too. So it's almost like you can shop ahead of time for some Stagecoach
Get
merch.
Dialed in.
Yeah, and it's an American Eagle quality, which is great because, I mean, I have several pieces from American Eagle. I mean, I think these jeans may even be American Eagle. But yeah, I mean, so it's great quality, and then you don't have to stand in a merch line at Stagecoach.
Right.
You already got it. You
there.
can pack it and you can go.
Exactly.
So it'll be interesting to see what those pieces look like.
Yeah, I've been meaning to run to the mall because I haven't been over there for a while locally because I do need to go shopping. But now I'm like, okay, I want to go see Ella's pictures. I represent because I'm a fan of hers. But I also now I want to go pick up some new jeans thanks to Bailey.
Exactly.
So,
No, they've got some really cool stuff.
That'd be cool. Speaking of Bailey, he also just announced, well, not him, but he is going to be part of something massive that I have always wanted to do as a bucket list item. And that is the CMA Music Fest this year in Nashville.
Yes.
In June.
Yes. So save the dates because they just announced June 4th to the 7th.
Yes.
I mean, Nashville's already country, but the way it just explodes during that weekend it's wild.
It is the craziest week of the year. And I know a lot of businesses wait for this one week a year to boom off it. Even though Nashville, like Broadway is insane with every bar. But like other businesses succeed this week because so many people are coming.
I mean, internationally too. I mean, you have people from other countries coming over specifically for this.
Yeah.
And it's wild. It's the coolest thing ever because there's country music is just like it's there, and it's so many people are there. It's almost overwhelming, but in the best way ever. You know what I mean? Like it's just so cool.
Now you've been before. You went to work for Chevy there once before. That was like 8-10 years ago, right?
I don't remember.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, and then I was there last year, just at the beginning of it, because I did a thing with Raising Cane's and Bailey,
right at the new location on Broadway. Yeah,
and it was just kicking off. It was like I left on the first day of CMA Fest, but even prior to that, I mean, everybody gets to town early.
Right.
They're set up. They are ready to go.
Right.
Broadway shuts down, and it's a free for all.
Yeah. So this is a bucket list thing for me, and I really, really want to work hard on making it happen for us this year.
We need to.
I've been planning in the back of my head, like, okay, let's get the air, let's get the hotel. Let's get there. Let's broadcast from there each day.
You've got thoughts. You put some time.
I have been. I've been searching for flights online.
Yep.
And we have friends that live in town, and I don't want to. I would never just call them and be like, "Hey, I'm coming for CMA Fest. You got an extra room I can crash on."
Right.
If I was single, it'd be different.
Yeah.
A whole different story. You know, whatever. But now it's like this is gonna happen this year. And the lineup is so cool because I was so excited about it.
Amazing.
Bailey's part of it.
Yes.
Cody Johnson. Riley Green, Ella Langley.
Blake Shelton.
Yeah.
Jason Aldean.
Yep.
Jordan Davis.
Yep.
Keith Urban. Luke Bryan. Russell Dickerson.
And these are the shows that are at the Nissan Stadium.
Yes. Yep.
That's not including every other country artist that's in town.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be.
So these are the shows at night.
Right.
But there's stuff going on all day long.
Right.
I mean, if you're not looking for music, then you're never, every place you go, you're going to find somebody performing.
Sure.
I mean, it's crazy.
There's the Riverfront Stadium
Riverfront,
stage.
there's the Hard Rock, there's all these little stages all over the place.
Right.
I mean, it's insane.
We've had friends that have performed there years past. Brittany Kellogg has been there. I know Jackie Rohr has been there.
Yes.
Just a numerous amount of artists. Kurt Van Meter has always been wanting to go, and I know he listens to the podcast. Thank you, Kurt. We appreciate you, buddy. Maybe this is the year you get yourself signed up and get down there on the waterfront stage.
Maybe we'll see you down there.
Yeah, we're gonna make this happen. We are gonna make this happen. We are just gonna make room for it because we do want to broadcast live from it.
I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, and I've heard other stories from everybody that shares the love of music and what it goes through to get there. And once they get there, they realize this is something I don't ever want to miss ever again.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I think it becomes an annual thing for so many groups of people because, sometimes they meet people there.
Right.
They become
make new friends,
longtime friends, and that's their meetup point each year.
I love that. That's like the story of the Super Bowl guys. They've been to every single Super Bowl, and they are just friends from different parts of the country, but they always meet at a Super Bowl.
See, that's so cool.
That's awesome, and that's a relationship that you will build forever. And whether it be on an artist or a fan of Riley Green or whatever, that's incredible.
Yeah. There's so much. I mean, like the Nissan Stadium, so you have to buy tickets for that. And those tickets do go fast.
Yes.
So if you want tickets to those shows, get in on as soon as they go on sale because you don't want to miss those.
Yep.
But there's so many free shows, like the Riverfront, and there's always an epic lineup going on down at the Riverfront. That's all free.
Yeah, last year, I think, if I remember correctly, it was like Parker McCollum, Drew Baldridge, Megan Maroney. They were all on that free stage to go see. Jelly Roll, Shabuzi, Big X The Plug, Bailey Zimmerman, Cody, Carrie, Luke, they were all part of the Nissan stage. But don't forget.
But they also started out on that Riverfront stage.
Right. Yeah. And then the Bridgestone Arena always sets up a stage right down on Broadway and First.
They do. Yes.
It's crazy.
They also have inside, it's called Fanfare or Fanfare Expo inside. And it's really cool because they have artists coming in and out, like doing meet and greets and like little performances. And last year we walked through in the morning before we left and they had where stars auction off their clothes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was really cool. Like, Jelly Roll had a ton of stuff you could buy, like stuff that you've seen him wear, like in photo shoots and on tour and stuff like that, like his big jackets and shirts, like the kind of like the garage style shirts.
Yeah.
Ella,
Dickies style shirts. Yeah.
Ella had a bunch of stuff. Dirk Bentley, he
Laney
had like a bunch.
Probably did as well.
Yes, Laney had. I mean, so many artists.
Right.
And it's really cool, and all the money from that goes to charity.
Right. Whatever charity it may be. I know a lot of them believe in giving back to the music program.
Yes, and that's what I think it went to because I know CMA has a certain. It's like the Music Alliance or something.
Yeah, and gives back to the Country Music Hall of Fame. I know Keith and Vince Gill are really big into that, and then I also know they give a lot to St. Jude as well.
That's a huge one.
Huge. If you want to plan to join us for the show, I'm saying join us because we're going to go. We're going to make it happen.
We're going to make it happen.
You need to get on CMAworld.com or just Google CMA Music Fest in Nashville, June 4th through the 7th.
Yes.
It'll take you there. You got to get your tickets now because it is an opportunity you do not want to miss. If you're a country music fan and you're just like, I have to be there, like us.
Yes.
This year, each year I want to check something off the bucket list. A couple years ago, it was Red Rocks. Year before that, it was Hoover Dam in Las Vegas, and I've got a chance to see it. This year, for sure, I'm thinking it's got to be the year we get to Nashville. Once again, because we do get to go there for CMA Awards.
Right.
We're there for Country Radio Seminar. This year I'm not attending, unfortunately, but this is my makeup because I'm saving. Okay, I'll just save it for something better, and this is way better.
And it's in the middle of summer, and it's nice and hot, and definitely hot.
It's very hot.
Yeah, hot and humid, but still so much fun.
Well, I mean, it's the South, and it's just the way it is there.
Yep.
And I have this crazy fetish. It's wild. I love fireflies. And I was a kid growing up. My grandparents lived in Ohio. I remember this image vividly in my head that my brother and I were running through a field in Ohio that my aunt lived at with my grandparents, and the fireflies were everywhere, and I was a kid catching them. And since then, I have not seen fireflies.
Oh, well.
And I'm like, unless I go to Disneyland at the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, it's a different story. They're not the real ones.
That doesn't count.
But I want to see them, and typically in June, they're there in Nashville. So I'm double excited just to take a little trip outside of Nashville.
City.
Just to see, an area where we can maybe find some, just to have some fun, to say, I'm reliving that magic moment of my childhood. It'd be cool.
Yeah, no, I think so for sure.
Yeah. What was your favorite moment going there? I mean, you work there, so it's different because when we work, it's always a lot of running around.
It is.
But what was your favorite moment of that time? Like thinking of, for me, seeing all that stuff it's like going to the Country Music Hall of Fame. Seeing all that merchandise.
It's a lot. It's overwhelming. So like the first year that I went, I was there all 4 days, and I'll tell you, I was exhausted at one point.
Bet.
I was just so tired. And I was also doing other things too. We had, there was one night it was LP Field at the time. I was so tired, and it had a great lineup. I know Keith Urban was playing, and I hadn't even seen him before, but I was so tired. I just told my husband, I'm like, I can't make it tonight. I'm burnt out. I'm tired. So he went and took care of it. I had a red carpet thing in the morning because they have a celebrity baseball game.
Yep.
And I had to be at that I had to check in at like 7 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
So I was like, and we weren't getting home from the nightly concerts until like 1 a.m.
Right.
So it was like, I knew
5 hours of sleep.
Yeah. I was like, I need a minute.
Right.
But I just remember I was running on fumes or whatnot. And I remember getting up one morning, still just so tired. And my husband and I, we both wear contacts. I put what I thought was my contacts in.
Oh, no.
And I couldn't see.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm freaking out.
Right.
So my husband comes in, he's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I can't see. I have my and he's looking and he's like, well, you just put my contacts in.
Oh.
Yeah. So I will say you have to have a bunch of energy when you're there, because
you have to plan for it.
You do have to plan for it. But I do think like the nightly shows are pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the lineups are always stacked. There's always surprises.
Yep.
It's just so cool. I mean, you're not seeing a full show with each artist. I think they play maybe 5 songs each.
That's okay.
But what you get out of those 5 songs is like, you're pumped to go see their show.
Right.
Like they showcase themselves so well in those, let's just say it's 5 songs.
Sure.
That you're ready to buy a ticket to their next tour stop.
Yeah.
Which I think is so cool.
Yeah. And I didn't realize that. I guess I've realized it's like a guitar pool. They'll play 3 songs and stop. I guess they don't have time all night for like 7 acts to go on and play 10 songs each.
Right. But they're full band. I mean, it's rocking.
Yeah.
It's not like they're just going out there and doing an acoustic show. It's a full show. And then they have like little side stages. So like maybe when they're, switching things out for the next artist, they'll have something in the middle.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
okay.
Something off to the side. So there's never a dull moment. It's always going.
And I think the fun fact of it is that when you're in Nashville at this time, literally every country music star is in town.
Everybody's there.
So you can run into anybody at any time, anywhere.
Whether it's at the airport.
Yeah.
Whether it's grabbing a late night bite to eat.
At Taco Bell.
At Taco Bell, you might run into Russell.
We've told that story many times before.
Yes, yeah.
But I mean, it's true. It's one of those
true.
moments.
Mm-hmm.
We had breakfast one morning. We just walked in this little tiny restaurant, and there was Craig Morgan, and a couple seats down was Maddie from Maddie and Tay. And I was like, all right, this is the cool hangout.
Well, they're home.
Yeah.
They're all home, and they're just doing their normal things. And
it'll be cool.
So no, I think it's a great time. I think we definitely need to figure out the logistics to make it happen, because I think it'd be a lot of fun to check in all the time and just kind of, we'd have a lot of episodes to upload.
I'm not lying to you right now. I'm telling you the truth. I have very seriously been looking at every detail.
Yeah.
Like
well, and there's so
airfare,
much.
Hotel, tickets, just to get signed up for everything.
Yeah.
Once you get there, it's not like you said, sleep is very little.
Yeah, exactly. You got to kind of, it's almost like you just push through it, and you just go and have a blast.
It's one of those moments, like you have to push through it.
Right. And you don't want to miss out because there's so much going on. But like I said, I think it's really cool that they make it, because sometimes it is just an expense to get there. but there's so much they offer. Like, okay, maybe you're not going to go to LP Field Nissan Stadium every single night.
Right.
That's okay, because there's going to be so many other things going on.
To see everything else.
Yes.
And it might be the opportunity, like one night they might have the lineup that you don't want to see. So you can go to Jelly Roll's bar or Church's bar.
Exactly.
Or Miranda's bar or any one of the bars, Kane Brown's new bar.
Exactly. And they have events going on all the time at those locations as well.
Sure.
I think Scotty McCreery, he did a little showcase there last year at Miranda Lambert's bar. We went over and saw Shane Prophet at Dirk Bentley's bar.
He's awesome. I love him.
I mean, there was just an artist popping up nonstop.
Yeah, left and right.
Yeah. So it's kind of, I always tell people, like friends are like, oh, when should we go to Nashville? I'm like, if you don't mind crowds, because there's obviously, I mean,
there's like a million
hundreds of thousands, if not close to 1 million people going to be there. You are going to get basically the biggest bang for your buck.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you're already paying for a flight. You're already paying for a place to stay.
Right.
Now you have the opportunity to see so many artists that, you might not be able to get to see, or they might not be coming to your area or it's not as affordable versus this is kind of like a one package deal.
That's what I was just going to say.
One-stop shop.
Like this year, we know that Ella is not coming to Portland.
So I guess we're going to Nashville to see her.
So we got to go see her if that's the way we want to be. Cody's going to be in Tacoma.
Yeah.
So we'll get a chance to see him. Sure. But, it's just, it's a great lineup. You go see who you want to see because they will be there.
Yeah.
You have that opportunity.
And there's always like just surprises along the way, or even surprise artists that just show up, maybe not at the stadium, but just little random places.
Yeah.
And then inside the expo, inside Fanfare, again, a lot of artists will just come walking through.
That was the big thing years ago. I remember it was before it was CMA Fest. It used to be called Fanfare.
Fanfare, yes.
Fanfare, yeah.
Yes.
And it was CMA Fanfare. And the artists would all have their booths.
Yep.
And you can go by and wait in line. If you were a member of the fan club, you can get in first. And then, you'd wait in line for whatever. And Garth had been there. I mean, every star has been there.
Yes.
The one memory that I served the most, and I think about this all the time, is Taylor Swift.
I was just thinking of that one.
She literally stayed there for almost 24 straight hours and signed everybody's paperwork. It was one signature.
Yep.
You can't show up with like 10 different pictures and stuff like that.
But if it was a picture or an album or whatever,
Yeah.
And that's just such a testament. I can't think of other genre. I mean, maybe I'm just biased, but like I just can't see other artists in other genres doing that.
No,
just like Megan Maroney and actually on her whole, I think on all stops, 9 stops on that little tour she did. But when she was at Raising Cane's a couple of weeks ago, she took selfies with everybody.
Yeah, that's great.
It's like, and that was hours.
Right.
She did it when they were in Georgia when she was, launching her album. She was there for 3 hours taking selfies with everybody.
Yeah.
And I just don't. And again, maybe just because I'm not involved in the other genres, I just don't hear of that often with those artists.
No, not at all. I mean, I do see like Shinedown is a rock group and now making their way more towards country. They just announced they want to do a collab with Ella, which is fantastic. I'd like to see them work with Jelly Roll, those kind of things. They are now going to have to live in our world of country music and realize how much we do.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be a good thing for them. I wish other genres did this.
Yeah.
But I also feel like
but I think that's what makes country so special.
I think that's what I was going to say. Like, it's not necessarily like I want to hang out with a certain artist,
right.
But I feel like if I go to a country music show or if I go to like Nickelback, I've had the chance to meet them a couple times now, but I realize that they're the guys that I want to hang out with. And they realized what we were doing for a long time. And they even admitted, like, we missed out. We should have been doing this years ago and we didn't.
Yeah.
Darius with Hootie and the Blowfish started coming back around and doing it. So it is cool.
Yeah.
And it's something that if you don't have the opportunity, this might be the year you have the opportunity to get it done, because you got to get your tickets and you got to book them soon. You cannot wait.
Yeah.
As I'm realizing, as I'm looking every day now, I'm like, we better get on this list quick.
Yep. I know it's only March, but June will be here before we know it.
Yeah.
And it's an exciting time. I mean, you won't be disappointed.
Yeah. Oh, no, not at all. Okay. One last thing before we go. Let's talk about some juicy gossip news. I'd hate to be Riley Green right now.
He's everywhere. Literally everywhere.
And I say that in a good way because the man is part of like the juiciest gossip. I read a mom's blog out of Nashville. I won't give it up because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But the man is hated by every woman because he's with Megan Maroney, Ella Langley, and now Carly Pearce.
Well, with her in song only. Yeah. Let's just clarify for a second.
Yeah. I mean, let's not throw it too dirty, but I was this guy is literally, I mean, it's crazy. If you haven't heard the news, I'll let Julia explain it, because I saw bits and pieces of it coming together.
Right. So Carly, she completely wiped out her Instagram, which is usually a telltale sign that they're getting ready to announce something. So she wiped out all of her photos, had nothing on there, and then she was just kind of dropping little pieces, little images here and there. Yeah. No people in it or anything. And then it was either Thursday, I think it was last Thursday. Yeah. It was a picture of her, or a little video of her and Riley. Yeah. Very close and intimate. And very close. Yeah. So obviously big collab between those two is coming.
And maybe they will sing it at the CMA Music Fest this year.
I bet they will.
I think about that because those seem to work in time with each other, as we've seen in this industry. It's all pre-planned. They've had this in the works for months. Yeah. But I'm also thinking this year, this might be the year that we see Eric Church, Morgan Wallen, Tim McGraw, and Hardy all get on stage for MacArthur at that show.
Yes.
It could be one of two things. Obviously, the ACMs are in May.
That's in May.
Right, in Vegas. Now, we could see them perform that, but they could do something at the CMA Music Fest.
Does Morgan typically go to the ACMs? Because I know he hasn't really...
Not usually.
...been to the CMAs.
No, not usually.
That's why I'm wondering. I know we talked about this before when MacArthur came out. We're like, oh, that'll probably be where we see it for the first time. Yeah. But I bet, now that you say that, and we're talking about CMA Fest, I bet it'll be at CMA Fest.
It has to be. If not, then we need to make some calls and be like, what are you doing?
They missed a huge opportunity.
You missed a massive opportunity, right?
But now that you say that, I bet you, well, regardless if it's the first time or the second time, it'll be a big time.
Right. Well, it could be the 100th time. But all the people that have not had that, see that foursome come together. Yeah. That would be amazing.
Well, and I feel like because it's so new that nobody at this point is going to be seeing them that much. The four of them together perform this. Right. So it could only be, maybe the third time, you know?
Well, I mean, the timing is perfect. Yeah. They're all home.
Exactly.
They're not far from a major show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I bet you that's going to be...
And I'm trying to reflect back. I mean, I've seen Eric Church part of the CMA Music Fest before.
He definitely is.
He is. Yep. I don't think I saw Hardy last year hold the New Year's Eve celebration, but I don't think he's ever been a part of the CMA Fest.
I have the lineup here so far because they keep announcing as well.
Every day there's somebody new getting added.
Hardy's on the lineup. Tim McGraw's on the lineup.
Funny how that works.
Yeah. Okay. So we already got two.
Yeah. It's not hard to convince the other two to get in there.
They're going to be in the coming days because the lineup's not done. Yeah. I bet we'll see some more, or maybe they're going to keep some as a surprise.
You never know.
Yeah.
There's always
maybe that Morgan's going to be the surprise
walk-up artist that just goes, "Hey, I'm here for the night. What do you want to do?"
Yeah. So that would be pretty incredible.
Yeah. Again, if you want to get your tickets, don't miss out. You got to get them sooner than later. You'll miss the boat. It's CMAworld.com. You get that opportunity. You get that chance. I know, like I said, I'm frantically working every day.
Yes. Let's just say we're going to be there. So
yes, we plan on being there for sure. So we're good to go. We'd love to have you join us. If you want details or if you have any questions on things that you need, let us know, please. You can reach Julia.
Yes, Julia at countrymusicrocks.net, Danny at countrymusicrocks.net.
Yep.
Visit countrymusicrocks.net. We'll be posting a bunch on CMA Fest just in general. We already have the lineup there and on our social channels
all
as well.
All the news on Bailey's there about American Eagle.
With American Eagle, yeah.
Yes. Yep. Let's see. What else are we talking about this week?
There's just been so much.
I know. It's like I try to refresh it in my head, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much going on.
Well, you can catch it all online.
Yes.
Like I said, the social channels and on the website, and then check us out on all of the platforms: YouTube, Apple, Spotify.
I know. There's so many of them.
I know. We're everywhere. But we'll be chatting about this probably in the coming weeks as well.
Yeah.
We'll have to keep bringing up the CMA Fest on the podcast.
And if you find a really good flight deal, let us know, please. Yeah. I know right now.
If there's any Alaska Airlines flight attendants or pilots listening that want to, kick out a buddy pass or two, we're in.
Yeah. Or the drink passes. We'll take those too.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to talking to you live in Nashville in June, part of the CMA Music Fest. We're already we're making this happen.
Yeah, we're manifesting.
Yeah, we're manifesting.
Yes.
That's the word I was looking for. We're going to make this happen, and we'll look forward to seeing you in Nashville, part of CMA Music Fest, live on the podcast, Country Music Rocks.